She eventually took him to Starbucks.
Why are you... Stop! Let go of me. Let go of my shirt. Stop it.
One time he broke his father's nose.
Last year, he got angry at his father and went after him with a kitchen knife. A couple of months ago, he stabbed Jennifer with a pair of tweezers.
My son was trying to get into his dad's man cave. He gathered him some little tools up, and he decided he was going to break into the door. And when I tried to get the tools away from him, he stabbed me with the tweezers. He ran outside and he picked up this gas canister, raked up a small pile of pine straw and poured the gas all over it and lit it on fire in an attempt to burn the house down. When police arrived, they asked him why did he try to do that, and he simply told them, she shouldn't have pissed me off.
You believe that these violent video games, you think he's addicted?
Yes.
And where does he work?
My nerves, mainly.
Where did he get these video games?
His dad purchased the game console and the video games.
You think he's addicted to gaming, but you've provided him gaming equipment. Do you buy the extras for the games?
He does.
And where's he get that money?
My PayPal account is on his Microsoft.
You know, I knew if I just kept asking questions, she was eventually going to give it up.
He doesn't purchase them, however, without asking first.
All right, common sense alert.
I was just trying to justify myself.
Common sense alert. This is the part where I said we could handle this in 30 seconds. Don't do that anymore. If you've got a child that you think is addicted to gaming, which I don't think he is, by the way, and you think it's going to lead him to be the next school shooter, which I don't think it is, by the way, but you think this is dysfunctional, you're the one providing him the games that you think are dysfunctional. You're buying him the extras that go along with it. You're enabling him to do this. He couldn't do it without you, and you're doing it because you're afraid he's going to beat you up or something if you don't.
Exactly.
You're the mother here. There's a real simple rule that I follow, and that is you just don't reward bad behavior. Okay? How simple is that? And he's throwing bombs at you and telling you 3 o'clock in the morning, go get me food, locking you out of the house. Come in here, peasant, and you do it. You are rewarding bad behavior.
Where do I begin to fix this? What outside? Because if I take the Xbox, then he will do his best to find my computer that I use for everything and break it. I mean,
well, you know that ahead of time, don't you?
Yes, and when I hide it, he will empty my closet looking for it. I mean, I don't know how to stop it from escalating to that point.
Well, have you given up?
Yes.
What's the point in me giving you tools? What's the point in me putting a tool belt around your waist if you're not going to use it? Next, Jennifer actually asked her son's permission just to go to the store. Plus, she admits to holding back key information from doctors she's asking for help. We'll talk about all of this after the break.
He's the adult and I'm the child.
He thinks he's the king of the kingdom.
I find myself asking permission from him to be able to go to the store.
If he wants my sister to pick him up food at 3 a.m., she'll leave the house and go do it.
People gonna talk in D.C.
They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
I'm back and own that. And again, and again, and again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
When pain says, I'm here, I say, so are they. Just want to leave. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve. Who do you take it for?
Hi, I'm Darlene, and I lost 40 pounds with Golo in just 8 months. I gained an enormous amount of weight due to a medication I was put on. When I started the Golo plan and taking release, I was surprised at how easy it was for the weight to come off. I've never done anything better in my life.
Only Daisy Cottage cheese will do. Only Daisy Cottage cheese will do. So creamy and delicious. Only Daisy Cottage cheese.
Why burn a candle when you can switch to Airwick Essential Mist? It's the modern way to transform fragrance infused with natural essential oils into a mist. Airwick Essential Mist. Connect to nature.
I got a good feeling about this, yeah, I'm with it. I got a good feeling about this, yeah, so let's get it. I'm feeling good vibes.
Life Cuisine is extra tasty, extra good. Like the Life Cuisine cauliflower crust pepperoni pizza with 18 grams of protein and 4 grams of fiber. It's extra delicious. So go on, be extra. Life Cuisine.
You're so funny and loving and watching over me.
Brave the cold. Grab Kleenex.
BetterHelp makes therapy accessible to all for a number of different reasons. Sometimes people are looking for that relatability. They're looking for someone who looks like them.
Being able to share parts of your identity with your therapist can be really important.
Over 100 million Americans have a low credit score. Self is a new way to build credit that doesn't require a credit score. Plus, Self helps you save money every month and reports your payments to all 3 credit bureaus. Download the app today.
Let the chips fall where they may. There are some things that I've heard.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
Recently, my son was in therapy for about 6 weeks, and it did not even faze him. He told me it was a complete waste of his time. That was an hour of his life he was never going to get back. I would often hold back information from the doctors about some of his meltdowns and when he stabbed me with the tweezers. His father told me not to be fully truthful because he did not want them to take him away from us. That has hurt my son in the long run. If we would have started getting more help earlier, we could have prevented getting to this point.
So you would go get help and not tell them the truth?
I would tell parts of the truth, yes. I wouldn't give them the full story.
So that's a yes. You would lie by omission?
Yes.
Now, her sister Amanda says Jennifer is so petrified of her son that she refuses to discipline him and allows her nephew to be the king of his kingdom.
Stop, 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 stop. Jennifer doesn't discipline my nephew because she's scared of him.
In my house, my son is the boss of me. He's the adult and I'm the child. It's my phone.
I asked slightly and you said yes.
I did.
I asked slightly and you said yes.
My nephew just walks all over her. He thinks he's the king of the kingdom. My nephew. He makes Jennifer's life a living hell.
What the you unfavored it for?
I didn't do anything. I don't even know what I'm
doing.
doing.
It's not on there anymore.
He is in control of everything, what we eat, where we go. I find myself asking permission from him to be able to go to the store. I basically have to ask permission for just about everything that I do.
He treats my sister like a slave. If he wants my sister to pick him up food at 3 a.m., she'll leave the house and go do it.
He will come out of his room and he will tell me, "Peasant, clean my room." So I go and clean his room up. I am fearful of what my son might do to me if I try to regain control. If he feels like he has been pushed too hard, he will retaliate in a violent way.
Why are you... Stop! It's heartbreaking that she has to live this way.
Well, the good news is she doesn't have to live this way. I want to introduce somebody else to this conversation. Joining us is parenting reporter and writer Donna Tatro. Now, Donna is the founder of Caring Counts. What do you have to say?
You know, I mean, the fact of the matter is that this gaming profession is $90 billion. It's being marketed to our kids. There's not just one console. There's the iPhone, the iPad, the computer, the Xbox. So they're allowed to be on all this gaming all the time. And it really is consuming them.
You know, people don't realize, and I forget what the factor is, but if you look at how many billions of dollars are spent on movie tickets and compare that to how many billions of dollars are spent on gaming, it's hugely different. I mean, movies are a fraction of what kids today are spending on gaming.
Now that we know that the World Health Organization has said there is this diagnosis of a mental health disorder, it's kind of alert, alert, alert. To me as a parent, for sure, with two boys who are 9 and 10 years old. And I think really for all parents to just be very aware of what we're up against. Not to say there isn't some positive benefits.
And the game changed when they started adding the social component, right?
Yes.
Because now they're not just by themselves, they're interacting with other people, and there are predators that get on those video games, and they get to these kids in that way. So that's one of the dangers of the social component.
Absolutely, and then you hear the language, the door should always be open. It should not be closed.
Now, let me point something out here. You say when he is with you, he doesn't behave this way.
Not at all.
What does that say to you?
He knows that he can do that to me because I don't offer those boundaries and those lines that he can't cross. They were blurred long ago.
It is within his capability to modulate his behavior.
Absolutely.
So you say he's mentally ill. In fact, his current diagnoses, I think he's got 6 or 7 of them: obsessive compulsive disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, conduct disorder. You know, it just goes on and on. He's got all of these diagnoses, but yet when he's with his aunt, he behaves appropriately. This is one of the key things. Look at the difference between an irresistible impulse and the impulse not resisted. Both situations, there's an impulse. One, they're a passenger, they can't resist it. The other, they just choose not to. Which is it with him?
He chooses not to resist.
Yeah. So this isn't something where he has some mental illness that has rendered him out of control. He's choosing not to resist the impulse because, quote, he knows he won't get kicked out, so why not? Now, Jennifer's son, Alex, is here. He says he loves the online gaming world because he can do whatever he wants, including killing people and robbing banks. Well, we're going to meet him after the break. We'll be right back.
I love video gaming. Every day I get home, I just want to play. When somebody tries to mess with me, I will punch, slap, hit, bite. I'll do whatever I can to get you out of my way.
Closed captioning provided by...
Whether it's a last-second bake sale, Taco Tuesday, or a meal for your future in-laws, it's gonna be great. With McCormick by your side for over 130 years, it's gonna be great.
The parts of your body that collagen supports. Skin, hair, nails, bones, joints, the left knee, the right knee too, every shoulder, the tendon in your elbow, the tendon in your vital proteins, for everybody with a body.
Special Agent Trent, Judge of Bureau Investigation.
He's your partner. We'll see things that no one else does. He can take you to another level.
Oh, I'd rather sneeze into my shirt all day than to use your old man hanky.
I bet I can solve this tonight.
You made a bet on this?
So an opportunity to make a little cash.
Sorry I gave you crap earlier.
Well, that was you giving me crap? That's sad.
Every parent knows when it's time to go into protect mode.
Adding Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of illness-causing bacteria detergents leave behind. Clean is good, sanitized is better.
With Livongo, diabetes can be so much easier to manage.
It just feels like having somebody in your corner.
My glucose levels dropped dangerously low, and a coach was able to contact me within seconds.
Join now at Livongo.com.
And now please welcome Adam Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students.
Brave the cold. Grab Kleenex.
At Domino's, we appreciate those who get off the couch to pick up the pizza.
Be right back.
In our eyes, you're a carry-out hero.
It's a pull, sweetie.
And to recognize your efforts, we're tipping you $3 for picking up your online carry-out order at Domino's.
It's nothing.
Sounds like something.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes for fast relief when you need it most.
Coming January 21st.
I'm back. Life has been pretty busy for winter. No more Kevin. Kevin is gone.
Your new song.
A new hit.
The new song. What is
Listen,
it? Tell me about the song.
It's centered around gutter Barbies.
Gutter Barbie.
Yes.
What's that?
In the midst of my frustrations, I referred to Arena and Ashley as gutter Barbies.
Love and Marriage DC. New episodes Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
Let the chips fall where they may.
There are some things that I've heard.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
Well, Jennifer's 12-year-old son, Alex, says he loves online gaming because anything is possible with a controller. And when it comes to his anger, he simply says, stand back when he's ready to explode.
This is my baby, my prized possession. I love video gaming. Every day I get home, I just want to play. Oh, here I come, here I come, here I come. This is my final time. You wasn't expecting this, boy! I don't want to sound like I'm a future serial killer, but it's fun. Like when you drive a minivan through a crowd of people. Ooh, I hear your guns. I'm finna come. In the gaming world, you can get away with stuff. And so cars, you can kill people. You're going at each other full force with guns blazing. Nobody will arrest you for public indecency. And that's the good thing about online. You do what you want. You didn't see anything. Sometimes when people are acting stupid, I get mad. Double barrel, bitch! Sometimes they say some stuff that has got me banned multiple times, but I just don't care. Let's empty out this. One time, my console wasn't working. I took a rock, but I threw it at the TV.
Let go of me. Let go of my shirt. Stop it.
When somebody tries to mess with me when I get mad, I will punch, slap, hit, bite. I'll do whatever I can to get you out of my way.
Stop. What are you doing in my bathroom?
Sometimes, to release my anger, I grab a golf club and I go crazy on my door. These are the holes from where I did it. It was an argument and I just had to come in here, release my anger. At home, I kind of have free range because everybody knows. When I get that mad, you don't come over to hit me, to punish me, to silence me, because I'll hit you.
Alex, how you doing?
Good.
So, your mom is concerned about your behavior at home. What is it you think she's concerned about?
Sometimes when I get angry, I do stuff.
Well, I've been watching videotape of you, and sometimes you use really bad language. You yell at her, you scream at her to get in here, peasant. You've locked her out of the house. I mean, you kind of do what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why do you not do what your mother tells you to do?
She doesn't really do anything to stop me sometimes.
So you're in charge?
Most of the time, yeah.
Let's say your mom just says, okay, you're in charge, and she decides she doesn't want to do anything. Since you're in charge, what would you do?
I would cook, I would make food,
What would you cook?
Sandwiches.
Where would you get the stuff to cook a sandwich?
From the pantry.
You're going to eat that stuff up in a few days and then it's empty. What are you going to do to get food in there?
Work.
Where are you going to work? You're 12.
I could walk dogs.
How much you get paid for walking dogs?
Like maybe $5 a day.
$5
I mean, use the money responsibly, you could easily make a living.
$5 a day? You know what it takes to raise a child from birth to 18?
Mm-hmm.
How much does it cost?
A lot.
Cost about $250,000. You're gonna have to walk a lot of dogs, right? So I'm just wondering, do you take her for granted?
Sometimes, yes.
Do you think that she owes it to you to provide you with like video games and a nice house and all that?
No.
Do you think that's a privilege or a right?
Privilege.
All right. I want you to think about the following words while we take a break. Commando parenting. We'll be right back. You are concerned that you have a child that might jump from virtual reality to reality. How many guns are in your house?
More than 50.
Closed captioning provided by...
Something about the Playboy brand had a little bit more of a mystique to it.
It's a ticket to the highlight.
Love can prepare you for
The Playboy Murders, all new series, Monday, January 23rd at 10 on ID.
At Domino's, we're tipping you $3 for being the hero that gets off the couch.
Be right back.
And goes to get the pizza. Get a $3 tip for ordering carryout online at Domino's.
I'm asking women one burning question. What's VMS? K-pop band?
VMS stands for vasomotor symptoms, the medical term for hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause.
Oh. If you're heated about being overheated, go to whatsvms.com.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Who says you have to spend more on skincare to get results? I power up my skin with Olay. It works. Guaranteed. Try niacinamide for strength, retinol 24 for smoothness, and vitamin C for brightness. I like to use them all. Olay. Face anything.
Kids can change minds. They can even change the world around us. Packed with protein plus 21 vitamins and minerals, we nourish them with Carnation Breakfast Essentials. Because today could change everything.
She is fearless. Hearts on the line. Depend silhouette, keeping leaks off her mind. Comfortable in shapewear fabric, she moves with ease. Confident on nights like these. Depend silhouette. The only thing stronger than us is you.
Let the chips fall where they may. There are some things that I've heard.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
There are guns in my sister's household.
My dad, we always go out to our yard, shoot guns. He had 75 guns when he died. 30 assault rifles, I think. It was like an Easter egg hunt. Oh, well, there's one underneath the table. Oh, well, there's one underneath the towels in the bathroom. Guess what I found? An assault rifle under the bed. Yeah, they're like everywhere. The most fun guns to shoot are the ones that kick the least and are the quietest.
I worry that when he gets into one of his rages that he may get a gun and do something crazy with it.
You play these games where you shoot people in these video games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're afraid that someday he might do that in the real world, right?
Yes.
How many guns are in your house?
Quite a few, but they are all locked up.
How many guns are in your house?
More than 50. My husband was a collector.
You are concerned that you have a child that might jump from virtual reality to reality and shoot people, and you have over 50 guns, including assault rifles, in your house.
Yes.
Common sense alert.
That is something that we're trying to deal with. Those all were my husband's. You can't just...
What kind of car do you have?
A Chevy Trailblazer.
There you go. Back her up to the garage. Open the tailgate while he's at school. Load them all in there. Go down to the gun shop. Have that guy come outside, take an inventory, and walk away with a hat full of money and no guns. Okay? Now, I mentioned commando parenting because we have to go back to basics, which I mentioned before, and basics are we don't reward bad behavior. Bad language from a 12-year-old is bad behavior. Violence is bad behavior. So we know he can behave well because he does when he's with you, right? Okay, so we know he can do it, but we start from zero. And here's what listen, I've worked with Child Protective Services for years, and here's what you're required to do. You're required to provide him a stable, safe environment. That means warm, dry, food, medical, academics, a room with a bed and a blanket and a pillow would be nice. It doesn't require posters on the wall, television, video games, computers. Those are all privileges. And if he wants those things, he earns them a step at a time. And the commitment to commando parenting is really, really important. It's total immersion commitment or you'll sabotage the plan. Must have whatever it takes mentally, 100% consistent with consequences. It's kind of akin to an intervention. You've got to create and keep a unified front with family members, anybody that's helping. You must be willing to shake things up. That means you got to change the whole situation here. The most important mission of your life has got to be to turn this thing around. I'm going to talk about exactly what I mean and where this begins after the break. He's got these controllers that he's playing. You go home, get your hammer.
People gonna talk in D.C.
They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
Him and his dad are not speaking.
Wait. Welcome.
We're gonna be out on our own little island. It's called peace.
I'm gonna go before I whip your ass.
Sisterhood just went out the window.
I'm back. And own that. Because I don't talk and again and again and again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
Johan and I are supposed to get married tomorrow, and I'm feeling really uneasy. Yo no sé qué es tu intención.
Si tú tienes tu duda, no te cases.
90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, tonight at 8 on TLC.
I got a good feeling about this, yeah, I'm with it. I got a good feeling about this, yeah, so let's get it. I'm feeling good vibes.
Now, experience a non-invasive filler developed with dermatologists. New Rock Derm Correction Serum with our patented retinol formula. 97% had lines filled instantly and deep wrinkles reduced in 4 weeks. It's clinically proven.
Everyone remembers the moment they heard, "You have cancer," how their world stopped, and when they found a way to face it. For some, this is where their Keytruda story begins. Keytruda, a breakthrough immunotherapy that may treat certain cancers. One of those cancers is advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer, where Keytruda is approved to be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment if you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene.
Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
Today, Keytruda is FDA approved to treat 16 types of advanced cancer and is being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See the different types of cancer Keytruda is approved to treat at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda can be part of your story.
Natural isn't cutting it, Mother Nature. I'm picking remedies from the cold and flu aisle. That's natural, too. You made this? I made these.
Coldies, packed with zinc, proven to shorten colds. It works.
Naturally.
I had been struggling with depression for most of my life. Starting medication saved me. Through hers, getting a prescription 100% online has never been simpler. It was an important choice that I'm so glad I made.
Calm. Download the free app now.
Ginger root, Mother Nature? I know it's natural, but I'm using this to stay healthy. That's natural, too. Oh.
Defendies with zinc. Take daily to boost immunity.
It works. Naturally.
Let the chips fall where they may. There are some things that I've heard.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
Okay, Jennifer admits that she has done little to control her son's, Alex, what she calls video game obsession or addiction and bad behavior. She says she's ready to change, but is she really? Are you willing to do what I'm talking about?
I am.
If I get you help to do it, I don't think you can do it on your own.
No, that was I'm willing to do whatever I have to, but I just need to know how to handle what happens when the situation goes badly.
When you choose the behavior, you choose the consequences. I mean, if he decides that he wants to be oppositional, if he wants to be a hard guy, then you've got to be prepared to do whatever it takes to get control of your home. And look, there's all this stuff about, does playing violent video games translate to violence in the real world? The answer is no. There's absolutely no research whatsoever that suggests that playing violent video games translates to violent behavior in life. It just doesn't. And they say that there's an addiction. Playing video games does light up neurological pathways to the pleasure centers. So does a dip of ice cream. Whether you call it addiction at a neurological level or not, it is clearly dysfunctional to the extent that he's doing it and he is modeling bad behavior. Are you willing to stop this?
Yes.
Because when I say shake things up, you got to go home and get control of this situation. and there's no way you're going to be able to do that. You won't stop unless she makes you stop. So you go home. He's got these controllers that he's playing. You go home, get your hammer. And take those controllers. You see that? There, knock yourself out. That is exactly what you have to do to get this under control. It has to stop right now, and you go back to zero. Are you prepared to go to this level to get this under control?
As long as...
Because you know what? You do this, how much time is he going to spend playing a video game?
None.
Zero. Problem solved. Now, do you want this to happen?
No.
What are you willing to do to keep that from happening?
Anything.
Because if she listens to me, this is exactly what's going to happen if you don't straighten up. And you may bully her. You may bully her, but you're not going to bully us. And I think you're really selling yourself short, because I think you're an intelligent young man, and I think you can do this and have a great amount of fun. But you need to behave better. You're better than this. And you know that, because you told me. You said, I only do this because I know I can get away with it. You said that, right? So you know you can do better. And wouldn't you be more proud if you did that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, is Jennifer willing to do what she has to, and what kind of help does she need? We're going to talk about that when we come back. Closed captioning provided by...
People gonna talk in D.C. They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce. I'm back and own that. And again, and again, and again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
Livongo takes the worry out of managing my high blood pressure.
Seeing my numbers every day means I can really thrive.
It was really helpful to me to know that I wasn't alone.
Join now at Livongo.com.
Now, experience a non-invasive filler developed with dermatologists. New Rock Derm Correction Serum with our patented retinol formula. 97% had lines filled instantly and deep wrinkles reduced in 4 weeks. It's clinically proven.
Kids can change minds. They can even change the world around us. Packed with protein plus 21 vitamins and minerals, we nourish them with Carnation Breakfast Essentials. Because today could change everything.
Sometimes the lows of bipolar depression feel darkest before dawn. With Caplyta, there's a chance to let the light shine through and light tomorrow with the hope from today. This is a chance to let in the light. Caplyta is a once-daily pill that is proven to deliver significant relief across bipolar depression. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Caplyta treats both bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Call your doctor about sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants may increase these risks in young adults. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Report fever, confusion, stiff, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be life-threatening or permanent. These aren't all the serious side effects.
In the darkness of bipolar 1 and 2 depression, Caplyta can help you let in the light. Ask your doctor about Caplyta today. Find savings and support at Caplyta.com.
Domino's delivery vehicles are going electric. With hundreds of EVs on the road today and hundreds more to come. It's good for pizza delivery and better for the planet.
Only Daisy Cottage cheese will do. Only Daisy Cottage cheese will do. So creamy and delicious. Only Daisy Cottage cheese.
Here's Liz, whose bladder leaks dropped in uninvited. But instead of period pads, she brought Poise Ultra Thin, so she can bounce on with clean, dry, fresh protection from Poise.
Something about the Playboy brand had a little bit more of a mystique to it.
It's a ticket to the highlight.
enough can prepare you for that.
The Playboy Murders, all new series, Monday, January 23rd at 10 on ID.
By the way, what are you good at besides video games?
Cooking,
Yeah, what do you cook? What kind of things?
biscuits from scratch, pies from scratch, cakes from scratch.
Great. Yeah. Do you enjoy doing that?
Yes.
Look, here's the thing. We can do this easy, we can do it hard. Joining us is James McManus. Now, the owner and founder of an organization called Family First. And Family First is a residential treatment center. And this is a program that's designed to help adolescents that are struggling with a range of emotional behaviors. And it can be everything from substance and processing disorders, anything that is really getting them off the track that they deserve to be on, that give you a chance to hit the reset button and do what's necessary to get on the right track. And James, you've been listening to what we've been talking about. What are you thinking and seeing here?
There's just this intense rage that comes from Alex, and Jennifer, you don't know how to handle or receive that. So rather than fight, you just give in. So our program is really designed for folks like you to, as Dr. Phill said, help push the reset button here and get the boundaries back to where they need to be, where Alex is the child and Jennifer is the parent.
You've had problems with emotional modulation since he was 3 years old. His father recently passed. I don't think I agree with all of these diagnoses. I know I don't agree with the 20 medications. There's been a lot that needs to be unraveled here, but you have to change as well, because you've got to get back to being the adult and let him get back to being the child. Are you willing to participate in this solution?
Yes.
I have great confidence that you're going to do very, very well and get back to being happy and getting along with your mother very well. And I'm going to expect you to make me a pie when this is all done, okay? All right. Thank you. I want to thank all of my guests today, and a special thanks to Donna Tatro. I also want to thank James McManus and Family First for offering resources to Jennifer's son. If you have a question about me, you can go to drphill.com, and don't forget you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe to my new podcast called Fill in the Blanks. This week, Kathy Bates joins me and reveals some really interesting things about her life, acting, and working on American Horror Stories. What do you do when you're just hanging out?
Besides watching you. Dr. Phil's newest podcast is available now.
My mother said when I was born, the doctor smacked me on my behind, and I thought it was applause, and I've been looking for it ever since.
This sweet woman can get scary. She sometimes scares the living you-know-what out of herself.
You think American Horror Story is scary? I just went berserk.
You can find it on Apple Podcast or Stitcher. That's PHIL in the blanks. You'll find it anywhere podcasts are. It's right at the top because you guys have made it #1. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.